If you are in the YouTube space like the rest of the world, then you've probably heard of the name Nikocado Avocado, and if you haven't, then have you really been in the YouTube space for as long as you claim? Nick, whose real name is Nicholas Perry, is wildly known for his YouTube channel's wild and extreme mukbang challenges. He often makes dramatic and over-the-top comical videos, which his fans seem to enjoy. But fans have been worried that this had been taking a toll on his mental and physical health. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the term mukbang, it is a video in which a person eats a large amount of food while interacting with the audience. Nick's YouTube channel began with him occasionally playing mukbang videos and playing the violin, but it quickly became a channel focused solely on eating a lot of fast food. Before we go any further, I'd want to make it abundantly clear that this video is not intended to target or bully Nick in any way. It's only to draw attention to his YouTube channel and the various health issues that came out of it. His YouTube career started back in 2014 when he moved to Colombia to be with his then boyfriend. However, one of the drawbacks of the move was that he was often bored and found himself with a lot of free time. This led him to start a YouTube channel. Nick started as a vegan mukbanger and was one of the first guys to do that kind of video, as a mukbang was a market that was largely female dominated. When he first started, he told his then small fan base that he used to be overweight and that it was veganism that changed his life. He then claimed that veganism worked wonders and that he would stick to it. While it seemed like his vegan lifestyle definitely did help him out a lot, especially when it came to maintaining his weight, it would quickly backfire on him. A few years later, when Nick opened up, he explained the health issues that came with being vegan and how it had such a negative impact on him. I had rotted a tooth, I had developed a B12 deficiency, I developed hypoglycemia, and I don't know if it's directly related to the veganism, but I'd never had that before, he said in an interview. Nick indicated that, in addition to his current health issues, he considered the 2016 vegan community to be toxic to him. He believed that they focused solely on vegetarianism and never discussed anything else. As a result, he left YouTube's vegan side and renounced his status as a vegan YouTuber. After a 1-month break, he came back and uploaded the first of many of his mukbang videos where he prepared ramen. In an interview, he shared that he was actually very nervous about dipping his feet into the mukbang market. One of my friends told me to try it out. I thought that she was crazy. I thought to myself, who on earth is going to watch me eat food? Sure enough, my very first mukbang video got like 50,000 views in a couple of weeks, which was a lot for me at the time, and everybody was asking when the next mukbang video was going to be. However, as mukbang steadily took over most of the content on his channel, they also took over his way of life, with his weight increasing gradually. Nick went on to say that when he had started his channel, he was around 150 to 160 pounds. Anyone who indulges in mukbangs know that the bigger the dishes, the more likely the people will tune in to watch. This knowledge didn't go unnoticed by Nick either. As the channel grew, so did Nick's food requirements, and so did his weight. The servings grew larger, and Nick eventually began to replace the clean and healthy foods he'd been eating with fast foods. Some believe that this was in an attempt to draw even more people in to watch his videos, as he would oftentimes label them with a very eye-catching caption, such as "ex-vegan eats a burger for the first time in 10 years" or the ever-popular 10,000 calorie challenge. Nick's channel quickly grew in popularity and he began to make a lot of money from it. However, Nick's trip to a successful paradise didn't last very long. Many mukbangers, however, don't gain a lot of weight despite the huge portions that they eat. Nick apparently believed this to be the case with him as well, as he was naturally skinny. A lot of people, as well as Nick himself, doubted that he could gain weight as quickly as he did. However, after only a few months of doing fast food mukbangs, Nick came to the realization that he had in fact gained over 40 pounds from when he first started making those videos. Believing that he had a fast metabolism, this came as a shock to him. Concluding that he was in fact gaining a lot of weight rather quickly, Nick summed up the rapid weight gain in a video to nothing more than stress, saying that it was the #1 killer, and that food, in the video he pointed to a stack of unhealthy foods in the corner, was not a #1 killer. He then went on to do another 10,000 calorie challenge on his YouTube channel, and so the gaining of weight continued. Due to health problems, he made the video "I'm Too Afraid to Go to the Hospital," which has gained over 21 million views. Nick was further encouraged by this event to film all of his emotional moments and upload him to his channel's Upset Feelings playlist, which included serious personal issues that he would face in his everyday life. His weight gain journey, his depressed moments, his arguments with his husband, and every kind of drama that surrounded his life. He later explained in an interview that since his first video went viral on the internet, his first tendency to get upset was to pick up the camera and start shooting. After a year had passed since he'd weighed himself on camera, fans could see that he was only getting heavier and heavier, and so they wanted to know how much weight he had put on since the last time that they saw him weigh himself. He went on to explain that he weighed 268 pounds the last time he weighed himself, 118 approximate pounds more than when he'd started. This did not stop him, however. He didn't think that it was a serious problem and assured the fans that he couldn't reach 300 pounds. He said in a video that if he ever reached 300 pounds, that he'd be making a lot of changes in his lifestyle. Seeing as he had continued with the same diet and lifestyle, however, he continued to gain more and more weight and continued saying that his body had a stopping point where it knew that it had eaten too much and so would not eat much more until the following day. He then proceeded to purchase a chair that could seat a person of up to 400 pounds to assist with his continued mukbang videos. A few months later, after all his claims that he couldn't reach 300 pounds, he in fact did reach 300 pounds. He even uploaded a video entitled, "I'm 299.9 pounds. Will I finally get to 300 after this meal?" saying that he wanted to reach 300 pounds. It was then clear to his viewers that he had gotten to a point of no return and had accepted his reality for what it was. After doing the calculations of how long he would have to lose weight if he decided to lose weight, he decided that it would take too long and that he would simply not do it. In turn, he traded his health for views. It didn't come as a shock to anyone when his weight then caused further problems in his relationship, even going so far as to say that his sex life had taken a hit. It was hard, however, to take these things into consideration after he just purchased a $2 million penthouse. From a financial point of view, those mukbangs were benefiting him well. But as is a question that many fans pose, is all the money really worth trading your health and essentially your life for? What do you think? Would you trade your health to live in a $2.3 million penthouse? Tell us in the comment section below.